Hi, everyone. Welcome to Two Sisters, Two Mics. We're thrilled to bring your very first podcast that will be available on YouTube and also on TikTok. In this podcast, where we will share our unique perspectives on a variety of topics. I'm your host, Lisa, and I'm joined by my sister,
Akisha.
Awesome. And together we'll delve into discussions about everything from it could be relationships, it could be pop culture, it could be health, just a variety of topics that we'll be discussing with everyone. So we're excited to share our thoughts, opinions, and experiences with you. And we hope that you'll join us on this journey as we explore the world and its wonders. So sit back, relax, and get ready to hear some engaging and entertaining conversations. So, this is Two Sisters, Two Mics. So, on the table today, or on the agenda today, we are going to be talking about pet peeves. Those type of things that, annoys us or quirks that kind of get under our skin. That's what we'll be talking about together with Akisha today. So the first pet peeve we have on the list is loud talkers or people who talk over others. So Keisha, do you want to give us why you, in your opinion, you think that's like it's a pet peeve for you or it's annoying? What would you say?
I think it's very much a pet peeve, especially when you want your own quiet space, and especially if you're on the bus and you
Mm-hmm.
just want to be like a quiet ride home, and then there's kids who are maybe speaking too loud or people being a little bit too outrageous on the bus. It
Mm-hmm.
could be a bit like uncomfortable for you. And then you come from work and it's like a hard day and you really don't want to hear no one yelling in your ears on the bus. So,
Yep, exactly.
yeah.
So true. And that's why, sometimes like I know when I used to take the bus, I would have headphones in because you have to be respective of other people's surroundings. Like, why are
Yeah.
you talking talking so loud? No one's saying you can't have a conversation, but you can have a conversation. It's a bus, it's a public setting. You can have a conversation quietly amongst yourself. You don't need to be acting outrageous. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't like it. Like, it's a pet peeve. And
Yeah.
and I don't care what anyone thinks. Like, you don't need to be talking loud. What do you also think about like people that you're having a conversation with them or you're trying to explain something to them and they're talking over you?
It's a big disrespect. It means that the person doesn't respect you. They don't really care about your
Hmm.
opinion and they're just talking over you and they want to get all their opinion out and you're just pushed to the side. It's very disrespectful.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with that. I think it's disrespectful too, because if we're having a conversation, obviously we're both gonna get turns to talk. I
Yeah.
would prefer if you listen to my perspective and then I listen to your perspective, or whether you're starting for the conversation first, I listen. Even if I don't, even in the process while I'm listening and I don't agree with what you're saying, I'm gonna get my
Hmm.
time to talk. Like, I don't need to be talking over you. I think personally it's a bully tactic,
Yeah.
and this person just wants to overpower you. Like, hello, we're not in elementary school. Like, we're adults. Like, let's have a decent conversation. We don't need to be talking over each other. I'm so
No,
sorry.
they don't want to they don't want you to be joining the conversation. They want all the conversation for themselves. Like it's wrong, but people still do it in
And
a
it's
day
so
and age.
I find it
Yeah.
so selfish. I really do. Like, sir, ma'am, calm down. There's 24 hours in a day. You will get to say what you need to say or want to say.
But some
So
people don't want you to say anything. They just want you to hush. And then they have the all the say.
I don't know. That's just so wrong to me. That's what I think. But yeah. Um, so then the next pet peeve we have on the list is slow walkers or people who block the sidewalk.
I
This
have
is
a
like
story. Oh my goodness. I don't
Go
like people who
ahead.
walk slow, but that's not my problem. It's the problem where people are blocking you on the sidewalk and you're walking towards them and they don't want to move. Like they're staring at you, you're staring at them, and they're still not moving.
And
And
sometimes you go out in the road, like, hello, are you trying to get me hit by a car? The sidewalk is meant to walk. I should not be walking on the sidewalk. I mean, on the road. I
I
need to
know.
walk on the sidewalk. So please don't block the sidewalk.
I had I had someone tell me we were right face to face of each other and the guy did not want to move. He told me I need to go around onto the other side of the sidewalk.
Go around where? Sir,
He
the
said that's his
sidewalk.
religion to walk on one side.
Oh my gosh, Lord. The audacity. Like, and I don't know, like slow walkers really bothers me when I'm in the mall.
Oh, I just put my headphones and I just swerve through.
Like when I'm in the mall, like, and
Yeah.
you're just not, I'm not saying walk walk like a madman or like a mad woman, but be courteous that there's other people behind you and they want to walk and go to their stores. Like,
Yeah.
come on now. And it's something like it's something that kind of affected me in terms of with shopping when it's like the person just like people are just not trying to walk. I'm trying to get to my store. I don't like to shop for long. So
Yeah,
I
me
like to
too.
go
In and
in, go
out.
out. So I don't need you hindering me with your slow walking. I'm so sorry. Don't do it.
Because some of them will they'll stop, turn around, talk to each other, and they're not paying attention that you're standing behind them and you have places to go and you want to go back home.
Exactly.
They don't care.
I might have other things that I want to get done that day. I don't want to spend, 8 hours. Like, what am I doing? I'm working at the mall. Like, why do I need to spend 8 hours at the
You're not getting
mall?
no paycheck.
And I'm not getting any paycheck either. So come on now. For all you people, walk faster. Yes, I said
Yeah.
it. Sheesh.
No
You know,
remorse over here.
I know. I
Gosh.
just can't. I don't know, like the blocking of the sidewalk it reminds me of like the construction on, I know they're not really blocking the sidewalk, but it reminds me of the construction on Eglinton. It feels like that's been going on for like 30 years.
It's been a very long time and they need to clean up that now.
Like I have been seeing like the construction and sometimes it creates like havoc on the sidewalk too. Because they put the coin in the road or on the sidewalk, I mean. So
Yeah.
it prevents sometimes it hinders like you're walking. Like I don't know. They need to
Well,
finish Eglinton. It's getting on my nerves now.
and especially you have to be curve walking because the way they put the cones, sometimes you don't even know where to go. And then now, like, if a car comes, they can end up hitting you because you're confused.
Oh my gosh. Before you know it, because of the construction on Eglinton, I now have to go to the hospital because a car hit
Yeah.
me. Oh,
Oh my
Lord,
gosh.
the audacity. It's too outrageous. Okay. So then the next one is people who, they're drivers and they don't use their signals or they cut people off. They cut you off while you're driving. Like what's your perspective on that one?
Um, I think it's very rude. You should be singling. You can't just be cutting people and then obviously you're gonna cause an accident. That's why there's so much
Mm-hmm.
accidents on the highway because people
Yeah,
are not looking behind them. They're just going. It's like
exactly. Exactly.
it's like you didn't even like did you not go through your license? Like I'm pretty sure they taught you
Mm-hmm.
how to signal and then, change lanes.
Yeah, like how did you pass your test? That was most likely part of the test where the instructor would have told you, okay, put your signal on. They don't even have to tell you, like that's a given from when
Yeah,
you're
to pass your
practicing
test.
to pass your test, you need to put your signal on. How am I? It's kind of like uh we're not in each other's cars, so this is how drivers talk to each other. I don't like it when, I'm driving and I'm like super close to the person and then they turn, they need to make a left turn all of a sudden, and as soon as they reach the area where they need to turn, then they put their signal on. So if I'm not paying attention, I'm gonna rear end you. Like, don't do
Yeah.
that. So put your signal on. It's there for a reason.
Yeah, it's like late decision. They don't know where they're going and then they just make a late decision and turn.
Yeah, like prep before you go. GPS, it tells you beforehand. And sometimes I know some GPS that I've
They don't work
used,
properly, yeah.
sometimes it tells you and then sometimes it doesn't work properly. But like prep before you go. Like don't be acting crazy out here in the streets. You're gonna kill people.
Yeah, especially the people who are crossing the road. They're not gonna be paying attention fully sometimes. And then you're gonna end up hitting them because you made a last decision to turn.
And some people, I've seen it. I know I'm guilty of it too. Like sometimes we walk and we're digging our phone, whether we're answering like a text message, we're not really paying attention to our
Hmm.
surroundings. And I think that's a whole other topic. But
Yeah.
people generally, I think society has become where people are digging their phones. Like, are you guilty of it? Like, have you done that?
Not while I'm crossing. But I do
Okay.
dig my phone, but not while I'm crossing.
Yeah, I've done it before where I've kind of digged my phone. I'm like partially looking. It's not good.
No, I like my life. I
Yeah,
need to be able to make it to the next side.
exactly. That's so true. You hear that, guys? Yes, you need your life. Like, don't walk and text. There's
No, it's
drivers
not
on the
safe.
road.
And
Yeah,
plus,
there's
then
some,
you're gonna get a ticket. I don't want to
and
pay a fine.
exactly. Yeah, like there's way more things I could do with money, like buy chicken wings, fries, some snacks, sour patches.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to waste it on a ticket.
exactly. For what? It's
Oh
gonna go
wow.
straight to the government anyways.
Exactly. And they're already rich, so not trying to give them more money. Okay, what about people who are always late? That's like another one of my pet peeves. And I'm not talking about I've been late like maybe like here and there once in a while, but like
Hmm.
people that are constantly late. Like you tell them, okay, the wedding begins at 5 and they're showing up at 9 o'clock. So this is when people are trying to get ready to go home or people are on the dance floor. Why are you showing up to people, especially if they've sent you an invitation before, like months prior, telling you of the time you RSVP, and now you're showing up to 9 o'clock to an event that should have started at 5. Like, what are your quirks on that?
Some people just don't time their time right. They'll say, "Okay, I have like 2 hours to get to the wedding. I should be able to do my hair and do my nails and get dressed by then." But it's not enough time.
Hmm.
So, and also they might be laid up in bed, like, oh, I'll start getting dressed soon. And then by the time they're getting dressed now, the wedding's basically almost done. And
Hmm.
then now you're arriving late, breaking your neck to reach the wedding.
That's crazy
So
to me. Oh my goodness, that is so crazy.
so
Like,
they're not good at time management.
yes, that's the word.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would side. I don't know why are you coming late? Are you trying to be the center of attention? I last time I checked, you were not the queen or the king or God for that matter. Like, why are you showing up late? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It gives me anxiety when I reach late. I'm in my head. I'm like, am I gonna get a seat?
Yeah. And
I
then
don't want all
everyone's
eyes on
watching
me.
you.
Yes.
And look, they're gonna be like, look at her. She's always late. And she's late again.
And imagine if you're late and then you're knocking things down. You
Exactly.
know,
And then
he's
now you have to be like, oh, sorry, continue.
and he's looking at you. I'm so sorry. Like some people are brave. I commend that level of confidence,
Yeah.
but I don't want to miss anything. I want to be sitting, you know, I know there's times when I've been late
Yeah.
and, you know, everything seems like you might slip, you might bump into something, and then everyone's staring at you, and you're just like, oh my gosh,
I
I'm
know.
already late. I brought attention to myself, and now they're all staring at me.
But to make it worse, like if you arrive at the wedding late and then you open the door and the door is squeaky, everyone's turning their head. You're caught.
Exactly. Especially if you try to sneak in and it's like,
Yeah.
no, it didn't work, honey.
No.
You're late. We know you're
Be on
late. We
time,
see you.
folks.
Yes, be on time. Be on time. Okay, that was a good one. Okay,
Yeah.
so the next one, the fifth one on the list, is poor hygiene or body odor. And we're not talking about people that, they can't take care of themselves. So obviously there's like a hygiene or body odor going on. And we're not talking
Yeah.
about people that are, experiencing some sort of mental illness. I know sometimes when people are depressed, they might not want to take care of their hygiene, and that's just that. We're talking about able people that just do not like to shower and they have poor hygiene, and they're coming on in public places. One thing is if you're in your room and you haven't showered and you're by yourself, you're the one that's smelling yourself.
Exactly.
I don't agree with it. I think you should still take your shower even if you're at home,
Hmm.
but you're in public spaces, nothing is wrong with you, you're not suffering from anything, and you smell so bad. That's a problem.
Exactly. And if you're not brushing your teeth and taking care of your teeth,
Hmm.
that's a no-go. Because people, that's the first thing people are seeing when they see you, your teeth.
Yes, yes, that is so
So,
true. That is so true. I totally agree with that. um
yeah.
no, I'm
And
not
take
trying.
and ladies, please take care of your private area. You can't be walking around and somehow your legs are open up and then people are
Oh
just
Lord.
smelling you from a mile away.
And I know it could be stuff like yeast infections or a UTI.
Yeah,
um
that
Go to the
happens.
doctor. It happens to all of us. We're all women. Go to the doctor and get that stuff cleared up.
Yeah,
If you could,
sorry,
yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, but if you're someone who don't believe in going to the doctor and using antibiotics, just like
Hmm.
use another form. Like there's remedies, or you can use yogurts, whatever
Amen
you
to
think
that.
is best for you. You can try it, and then it works like a charm. The yogurt works.
There you go. So, and that's a natural. People that are probably vegan or they don't want to put chemicals into their body. What Akisha just said about the yogurt, that's a natural form of maybe clearing up.
Any sense or order.
Yeah, and this is stuff that we're talking about from our opinion.
Hmm.
We're not giving you medical advice, so that's a disclaimer.
Yeah.
This is just personal opinions. I just had to put that out there. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So what are some of the other things do you think about odor?
So what
Go
do you
ahead.
think about our armpit stench?
Um, I think you should wear deodorants, and I think a lot of deodorants are antiperspirants. I know some people they use like natural ones, whatever works for you, so you're not out here smelling. Like you can't even like imagine you're walking or you joined a dance class and your arms are you can't put up your arms because you know that your arms smell, so you're dancing stiff 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 because you're scared to put up your
I'm sorry. It's embarrassing. Everybody, I'm pretty sure you're smelling it. Everybody's smelling it.
you
So,
know yeah, please take care of that. And again, we're not talking about people that obviously can't take care of themselves because of a certain
yes.
issue, whether that's a mental health issue. We're not talking
Or
about
an
that.
elderly person.
Or elderly person. We're talking about able-bodied people that just do not care to take care of themselves.
There's also the people who say they don't want to use no deodorant because it's the chemicals are not good for you. But I'm sorry, you're gonna have to use some sort of other form to make sure your body odor is not coming out. It's
Yes.
it's not gonna work.
Do you want to go to an event and then everyone's holding their nose? How embarrassing.
They're not gonna hold their nose. They're gonna get up and leave and go sit somewhere else.
Oh my gosh. And some people are rude with it. Other people will sit there and they'll kind of fleck their nose every minute, and other people will leave you right there on that table.
Exactly. Like I feel bad. Like one time I was texting someone and I the person beside me was smelling a little bit
Yeah.
And I said to the person, "Oh, this guy beside me smells." And the guy, he read the text, and I felt so bad after. But
Oh
at least he
no.
knows now, you
And
know?
yeah, and I mean, we can sometimes normalize bringing people to the side because it's no disrespect or putting down
Yeah,
anyone. We could sometimes bring people to the side and say, you know what, I notice you like you had there's some smell under your arms,
yeah,
which is not always easy because I think why a lot of people don't tell people they smell, they just kind of talk behind their back and be hypocritical about it, is because
hmm
they don't know how the other person is going to react.
yeah, because they might not like that.
They
They
might
don't,
not, and
even
they
if you
might
said it
get
in a nice
defensive,
way.
and
Yeah,
they might get defensive too. So that's the kind of
yeah,
gray area where I'm just like, I mean, for family members, I can tell them because that's my family. We're always gonna be family no matter what. But then
yeah.
sometimes when it's friends, you're scared because you don't want the person to be like, oh, you're dissing me or you're insulting
Or
me.
I
So
don't
I don't want to be.
smell. Why are you saying I smell?
I don't smell.
Yeah. So it it's hard. It's a touchy subject.
Yes, I totally agree with that one for sure, for sure. Okay, so number six is people who don't clean up after themselves. And I think this is one of my second favorite. Oh, it irritates me.
Oh my gosh, gross.
Like clean up after yourself, whether that, and family members do it too. Family members do it too. Or it could be a spouse, it could be a friend, like if you're roommates with each other. If I wash the dishes already, I wash
hmm
everyone's dishes, and you happen to come home late and you didn't eat, please don't have me washing your dishes. You need to go and wash your dishes. I'm so sorry. It's rude. It gets me on my nerves. Like, don't
And
do
you already
this.
cleaned up, and it's everything is empty in the sink, and then there's just this one plate in the sink. Come on, you can't wash that one plate or that one cup.
Yes. Or even like for people who I know sometimes they might like they go to the washroom and like they might pee on the toilet seat or something. Please clean it.
They'll say, "Look before you sit down and wipe the toilet first."
But I don't feel like I you should have wiped it before.
Yeah.
I could be wiping it again because to desensitize it, but
hmm
I shouldn't be seeing no yellow spillage. No.
Yeah, at least lift up the toilet seat, pee, and then put it down.
Yeah. And a
Simple.
side note for you men that don't like to put the toilet seat down. I don't want suppose I don't look. It's happened to me. Like I didn't look and then I go and I'm going down
You're falling
inside the
straight into the
toilet.
toilet.
Yes. So sorry. Nothing like when I do that, my bum area it gets cold because I didn't know. I thought I was gonna sit on the actual toilet seat.
And you can't even get to enjoy your bathroom time because you fell in the toilet.
Oh my gosh.
Because you're thinking you're gonna be able to pee, and then it's like going in
You're
the
going to
toilet.
toilet. And from experience, like I've told certain people like that have done that, I said, you know what, you need to put the toilet seat back down. And they're
Yeah,
getting upset with you.
yeah, they
Like,
don't like
hello,
it.
put the toilet seat back down. I don't care. Well, if you're gonna get mad. It's common ethic, like
Yeah, and
etiquette.
then yeah, and then there's also the people who they don't aim properly, and then there's piss on the floor. Which okay, that's understandable, but like at least clean up the piss on the floor, you
Yeah,
know?
no, they're waiting for someone else to do it.
Yeah, but it
And
stinks.
and it stinks. I was just about to say that. Do you know pee does not, it's especially when uh, it's not cleaned up right away. It
Yeah,
has a certain stench to it. I'm so sorry. I do not want to have to be smelling your
exactly.
your piss. No,
Especially
thank
what you,
you.
especially it depends on what you eat. It smells stronger, the piss.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
some people are not aware of the scent, and that's where we're gonna have problems. So
Yeah.
get it together. Get it together.
Oh gosh. Man.
Get it together. I'm so sorry.
Oh goodness. It's
Okay.
not
And
hard.
yeah, one, two, three. Come on now. Clap, clap.
Baby C. Oh gosh.
That was a good one. Okay, so the last one is people who use their phones during movies, or it could be like if you're a concert goer and there's people out here obscuring your
Oh
view
God.
because they're on their phone during an event. What is your take on that?
Okay, if it's a date, it's very disrespectful. You're supposed to be paying attention to the person that you're with rather than being on your phone. And then how are you really paying attention to the movie or the concert if you're constantly texting someone or answering
Hmm.
Instagram? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, I remember I went to watch Avatar, and there was somebody, and Avatar is such a good movie. Like, it's the picture quality, like everything is so good about that movie, and I don't even want to take my eyes off the screen. And
Mhm.
during the movie, someone's phone started ringing, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, did you not know you were coming to a movie?
Yeah, but not only that, it fully says turn off your phone.
Yeah, they do
The
have like a
movie's
little
about to
personal.
start.
Yes. Did you not read that, sir or ma'am? No, I'm gonna need to know. Did you not read that?
Yeah. The only reason that your phone should be on is if like you put it on silent and like your mom or maybe your mom is sick or something and you need to, if it's an emergency, you need to have your phone on. But at least put it on silent.
Exactly. Or turn it off. Like you're at,
Yeah.
we spend so much times on our phone already. And if we're gonna go to the movies, whether that be with our spouse,
Yeah.
a partner, family, that's the time you're getting to spend together. And it's not a long, how like a movie is usually
Two
maybe two
hours.
hours. You'll get your phone after. I guarantee you. I promise you, your phone's not running away. Turn your phone off. And I don't want to see no light flickering either.
Some people they kind of like tilt it on a slide to see like, and then you just see the lights on the screen.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
get it
gosh.
together. Like, I already had to deal with people that are eating loud. Like they have their popcorn or their nachos and they're eating extra loud. That's
Yeah.
fine. I get it. People are there to eat and enjoy, drink a little pop.
Mm-mm,
Fine with
girl.
that.
I don't like that.
You don't like
Because
that? What's
no,
your
because all you're hearing is okay, if it's not that bad, then okay. But if you're hearing, I don't want to hear that.
so when do you
Because you
think,
can,
so do you, when you go to the movies, you don't buy snacks?
yeah, I buy snacks, but I'm not eating. It sounds like you're being like you never had popcorn in your life, and you're and you're just smacking away. I
Oh,
mean,
so
it's
when do you
good.
think you should eat the food? Like you should eat the food quick, like what during that
Um,
commercial time when they have before the movie starts? Like what do you think?
I mean, you can eat a little bit before the movie starts, but I think when the movie starts, you should be like tugging down the food now, but not like, you know,
Going,
not before. Yeah, not going. I don't want to hear that. It's
wow,
kind of rude too.
I should be mindful of that because I'm a slow eater sometimes when I go to
Yeah,
the, not when I'm home or like when I'm with my family, but at the movies, like
yeah,
I tend to eat more slow because you're in a
yeah,
public setting. But I never thought of it being annoying. Like I think, when I go to the movies next time, I'll be mindful of that to be like, you
yeah,
know what, there's other people that want to enjoy the movie. They don't want to see you yapping your mouth. Like
yeah.
it's
They
like
don't
that.
want to see that. Yeah, it's
Uh,
some people they'll even get up and go to another seat if there's empty seats in the theater.
yeah. Oh,
But
and the one thing I want to talk about as well, this one's a little bit off topic, but it still relates to the movies. I don't like those. I know at one point Cineplex was doing, I don't know if it's AVX, they were doing assigned seats, and I don't like that.
yeah, you should be able to sit wherever you want. I don't like that because then now you sit in someone's seat, they're gonna tell you, "Oh, can you please get up? You're in my seat."
Yeah, that's embarrassing. That happened to me actually. I
Yeah,
went and I was actually late, to that movie. I know we talked about like being a pet peeve, but
yeah.
mine is once in a while, so don't judge me. So I went,
We're judging.
yeah, right. Practice what you preach.
Oh
I
gosh.
went to the movie and it was me and my friend and we were already late. So I was like, you know what? The theater's already packed and people are kind of watching because you reach late and you're kind of disturbing them. So
Yeah.
I went to sit wherever because it was dark and I couldn't really see the numbers of the seat.
Hmm.
Girl, no word of a lie. Me and my friend sat there and we think, okay, we're good. No one's gonna come for these seats because it's already kind of late and the theater's already packed.
Yeah.
Two people came and they're like, hello, this is our seat. I
So
was
now you have to
furious.
be uncomfortable and take up all your stuff and
And
your
now I gotta
popcorn.
go be swarming around the theater, trying to find our seats. And I think we didn't even end up finding it. We just said, you know what? Let's go to the lower bottom, like where no one really picks. And we just
Yeah.
sat there and hoped and prayed that somebody else didn't be like, excuse me, that's my seat.
You guys would have been embarrassed again.
Again, I would have just left the theater at that point. I would have left the theater.
Movie over.
Right? After that, and I think it was like a one of those, I don't remember what the movie was, but it was like one of those like horror movies I think we went to see or whatever. And
Oh,
after that experience, I never took assigned seats. If it said I'm not watching it.
you watching a different movie?
I'm watching a different movie. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
want to sit where I want to sit because the seats are already not the best. And then I
Hmm.
have to be getting up and coming and getting off. And sometimes you have your nachos and your popcorn in your hand. No, I'm so sorry. No, I'm okay.
But I think they only do assigned seats when the movie like just came out and
Oh,
a
they
lot of
don't do it
people want to
anymore.
see. Yeah, I think they still do it, but like if the movie just came out, right, and people want to see it, so they have assigned seats. But because they know
Oh,
that people are gonna come and take other people's seats, right? Where are they gonna sit? It's gonna be a full theater.
okay. Okay, got
But
you.
if it's not like if it's a movie that's been out like for like a couple weeks now, then it's not assigned seats anymore. Anybody
Okay,
can, go in
go in and
and
watch.
sit
Yeah.
and sit anywhere.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
really nice to know because I thought it was something that was still going on. Um,
No.
and that type of thing. Wow. So we discussed a lot of seven pet peeves
Yeah.
today, and it
That
was
was
like
fun, guys.
yes, it was really fun. So that's all the time we have for today's episode of Two Sisters, Two Mics. We hope you enjoyed listening to our conversation and gain some new insights and perspectives. And before we go, we want to remind you to subscribe to our podcast so you never miss an episode. And if you have any feedback, suggestions, or questions for us, feel free to reach out to us. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time on Two Sisters, Two Mics. Thanks, guys.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.